So I told you I was going to bring some data, and you have some of it in front of you, and this is what I'd like to share. What is it that we know about the impacts of private school choice? And researchers like myself, we primarily care about three things. We care mainly about the academic outcomes of participants, the students that take advantage of private school choice programs. But of course, we also care very much about the academic outcomes of the children who do not take advantage of choice programs, because the aim should never be to do any harm. We do not aim to do harm. We aim to protect the vast majority of children who will choose, and I use that word very intentionally, who will choose to remain in their local public school district. And of course, the third thing we care about, and what I'm sure you care about very much, is the financial impact of these programs. So let me go over these. The data that I'm presenting you with is from a meta-analysis that was published in 2016. We have just a couple more studies since then, but I think that this paper, that none of them say anything different than what I'm about to tell you. So what this paper did was it looked at 100 studies in total and private school choice, and it divided them into different categories and told us what we know, or what the research tells us so far. Of 18 studies about the academic outcomes of students who participate in private school choice programs, including education savings account programs, 14 found a positive impact, 2 found a neutral impact, so no advantage one way or the other, and only 2 found a negative impact. And I'd like to speak about that negative impact because it's incredibly important. What we believe is that in the 2 cases, mainly in Louisiana, where we have found that those who participate in private school choice programs do not fare as well academically, analysts like myself believe this is because the program was very poorly designed. It was not designed to attract high-quality providers to the program. And so one of the things I would also like to talk to you about today is the fact that I believe you have a very high quality piece of legislation on the table. I think that what's been put before you has potential to be a very successful program. But let's move on. Of the 33 studies that we know of pertaining to the outcomes of students who remain in school districts, who choose to remain in school districts, 31 find positive academic results for those students. 1 finds no result, neutral, and just 1 negative. Again, the same program that wasn't serving kids well also has a detrimental impact on the kids that stay in the district. And finally, to the studies of fiscal impact, because I know in your jobs this is something that you think about all the time, right? Of the 28 studies that we have across this country on the fiscal impact of private school choice programs, 25 find a positive impact. That means like a savings for local districts. They turn out to be financially better off. 3, a neutral impact, it's a wash. And not one study, not a single study, finds that private school choice is detrimental to local public school districts, to their finances, or to state budgets. We've looked at this bill, we've looked at the data. As I said, we have the opportunity to contextualize this funding mechanism against others that already exist. And what we believe to be true is that this is going to be a win, not only for local school districts, but for the state as well.